Hello, Rob from Fountain Pen Journey with a pen mail video. The new Lamy All-Star. Lamy All-Star Petrol and Lamy All-Star Lilac for 2023. These are this year's special edition colours. And I've got a little bit to say about this. It's not just a pen mail video. Here's the pens. There you go. I'm going to basically start off with the Petrol because I think that this is going to be a huge seller for Lamy. Released basically yesterday, posted a couple of days earlier from Cult Pens. These two pens basically just arrived in a jiffy bag with a flat pack Lamy cardboard sleeve. I don't even know why they bother including those, but anyway. So brand new pens, just released, arrived yesterday. And this is the Lamy All-Star Petrol, and I already love this pen. I am going to compare it with the 2018 special edition colour of the Lamy Safari Petrol, which is very, very similar, but obviously that's a ABS plastic pen and the Lamy All-Star is a metal pen. But anyway, this is the Lamy All-Star Petrol 2023 colour. Still got the sticker on. I went for a broad nib. Still got the little cardboard collar on there, and I'm assuming, yes, there is the usual Lamy blue cartridge installed inside the barrel of the pen. So all that needs is basically the cardboard sleeve, taking it off, push this into the section, give it a push. And one thing I like about these is that these cartridges of Lamy's tend to be quite hard to push on. They're very robust, reusable. I do clean these out and use them because the Lamy converters generally suck. Just basically you push it on, and if you turn this all the way down, turn the barrel all the way down to clamp onto the section fully, it pierces the cartridge at just the right point, right amount of pressure, and I like that. I really do appreciate that element of the Lamy Safari and Lamy All-Star design. So anyway, let's have a quick look at these pens. And I'm going to be honest, everyone's fairly familiar with the Lamy Safari and Lamy All-Star. They're very good quality, reasonably affordable fountain pens with this rather ugly paper clip shaped clip. In this case, in the Lamy All-Star Petrol, it's a chrome steel coloured shiny clip. There is a ink window so you can see your cartridge or your converter if that's installed in there. Got a black plastic finial at this end, and we've got the black plastic finial with the cross dimple thing at the end. And of course, Lamy on, where is it? There we go. Lamy stamped into the barrel on one of these two flattened sides where the ink windows are. Of course, there is the usual smoky translucent grip, which is common, ubiquitous for the Lamy All-Star fountain pens, so you can see in there a bit. And it has got that triangular sort of grip section. It is rounded underneath, but there are two flat indentations at the top which force your fingers into the tripod grip, which I know some people don't particularly like, but the section is, as always, comfortable. It's a fair size, lots of accessible portions of the section to grip onto. The nibs, steel nibs, they are interchangeable, they just slide on and off. The black plastic feed underneath, so a broad steel nib, and it caps as expected, and you can post it and it becomes a decently long fountain pen that I write with these unposted. And I fondle the clip, as I've mentioned in my various other Lamy Safari and Lamy All-Star videos. So I like the petrol colour. It's got a matte finish, it's not a shiny finish, and it's a really, really good colour. This is going to be a big seller for Lamy this year. I have got a video coming out next week, which is, to be honest, going to be controversial because it is actually going to contradict what I'm talking about in this video an awful lot. So please do watch out for that. If you haven't subscribed and turned on all notifications, please do so if you're interested in hearing my argument and a bit of controversy about what I feel about special edition fountain pens. But this is the 2023 Lamy Safari Lamy All-Star Petrol, and I'm now going to compare it with the Lamy Safari Petrol Special Edition from 2018. Now this was a big seller. I'd only really just started to get into fountain pens. Was it 2018? Yeah, I think it might have been 2017. Anyway, Lamy Safari Petrol. I've got a black plated clip instead of the chrome, and obviously it's one's plastic, one's metal, and you can see the differences. But I think that, yeah, this is going to be a popular pen because the Lamy Safari Petrol is much sought after, and I do see these exchanging hands on various websites for about £70 or £80 now. So quite high for a Lamy Safari. Very popular colour, and it's quite a recent colour as well. So it's unusual for a Lamy fountain pen of that sort of newness to go for those sort of prices. So I would suggest that if you like the Lamy All-Star in petrol, you may buy a couple, because one will certainly be sellable in 3 or 4 years unless they completely saturate the market and these things become available for years. The Lamy Safari Petrol only seemed to be available for about 18 months, and then it kind of vanished. All the stock seemed to sell out, and since then people have lusted after it, because certainly here in the UK, teal coloured fountain pens like these petrol coloured fountain pens are very, very popular. Teal seems to be a very popular fountain pen colour, at least in the UK. So they are quite similar, and I'm going to be honest, I actually think I do prefer the metal, slightly shiny metal colour of the metal. Losing everything, Lamy All-Star fountain pen over the plastic Safari. I think there's quite a lot going for this pen. So I'm going to move on to the Lamy Safari Lilac. So this is the 2023 colour, and the colour is coming out a bit blue in this camera. I've got artificial light and natural daylight in this room, and it's looking a bit bluer. But, and this is where my next video, which is coming out, is going to be talking about this sort of issue, because this is the 2023 broad. Still got the sticker on, so I've got all the details down there. 2023 Lilac Lamy All-Star. I have got to compare it. I believe this was 2022, maybe 21. This is the Lamy All-Star Pink. I've got this in a medium nib, still unused. And wow, they are very, very similar. And to top it off, I've got from, I think this might have been, please leave a comment down below by all means, because I may have got the years wrong. But this is the Lamy All-Star Dark Lilac from 2020. I think it was it might have been 2019 or 2020. We've got a bit of a dent on there. And I believe it came this way, which is kind of annoying, but I just didn't bother, because what happened was, when I ordered this, Cult Pens sent me, it may have been my fault. I may have purchased a rollerball, but basically they sent me a rollerball version of the Lamy Dark Lilac. And when I had a look at it, it was like, oh no, what's happened here? So I inquired, and they said, oh, you ordered rollerball, which I must have done. And I said, oh, you know, what do you want to do? Can I exchange it? And they said, well, we've only got a few of the dark lilac fountain pens left. So I purchased one of these, and yeah, I'm happy. I really like the dark lilac colour. But wow, we are getting into similar territory for these colours. Now over this camera, these are coming out as being quite different colours. This is the lilac from 2023, the pink and the dark lilac. And they are side by side very different. I'm just going to take these off camera. And if I mix these up, and I didn't have a really good sort of eye for colour, I could be a little bit confused. I mean, to me, and in this camera light, it does look pretty obvious. This is the dark lilac, this is the pink, and this is the lilac 2023. So they are very, very similar. And if you haven't got any of these colours, quite honestly, you're probably not really going to think too much about it. I would certainly say that this year's lilac special edition is actually more pink than I'd expect. It's a bluish pink. It does have that sort of lilac colour, but it's not really lilac. So you could pass this off as being a pink one. But this is the pink. This is a much deeper pink. And of course the dark lilac does indeed look like quite a dark lilac colour. So dark lilac, lilac and pink. Pink, lilac, dark lilac. So honestly, I'm beginning to think that Lamy are struggling perhaps with their colours, because there's quite a lot of similar colours coming out over the last few years. And a heads up about my upcoming video, and it is a spoiler alert, if you have seen 2023's special edition colours for the Lamy Safari, you may be a bit underwhelmed. I think that Lamy, forget about these three, well, certainly the lilac for 2023, forget about that. It's a nice colour, it's fine, I'm glad I bought it, it's good for my collection, and it's interesting to see how it compares to the dark lilac and the pink. But the Lamy All-Star Petrol, I think Lamy have knocked it out of the park with this one. This is the Safari, I'll move that out of the way. I think this is going to be a very popular colour. It's a really, really nice colour. It's much darker than the tourmaline that was released a couple of years ago, about 2019, 2020, something like that. And I honestly think that this is going to be a huge seller for Lamy. Their 2023 Safari colours, if you haven't seen them, have a look. It's on Instagram. And I am very, very underwhelmed by them. Very similar to the mango and those sorts of colours that came out the other year, the aquamarine. But they're like just to describe them, there's 3 special edition colours for the Lamy Safari this year, and they are not pleasant. They're very, very pale, powdery blue, powdery pink colour. It's just not nice. Somebody commented on social media that it looks like the sort of colours you'd paint a nursery, and I think that they have got very, very limited appeal. They may appeal to the bullet journalers out there who like drawing lots of flowers and decorative things all over the journals, but yeah, I might actually give those 3 colours a miss this year. I'm glad that I've got the Lamy All-Star Petrol. I love this. But the Lamy Safaris, I might actually skip on for 2023. I can't see the point in them. I don't like the colours, and I don't think I'd ever use them. More to the point, I don't really like them as a collection. don't like the colours. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on that. And anyway, that's it. So there we go. Lamy Safari, Lamy All-Star Petrol and Lamy All-Star Lilac 2023 special edition colours. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.